this on Twitter today. So if you're in the stream right now, for the 24 people here who really want the info on a Saturday, in my opinion, I think it was already hot this year, but I do think that healthcare and biotechs are about to really see reversals to the upside again. That doesn't mean every single healthcare and biotech. I think there's going to be a lot of things that do run crazy and things that just stump. And obviously with the fundamentals of trying to find, multiple vaccines, COVID testing, there's a whole bunch of stuff, even apart from COVID, just, health insurance, and trying to change the landscape of what was once, going to get an appointment and stuff was a very retail thing where you had to go to a physical location. But now what we're seeing with Amazon starting it, and then Teladoc, and then a bunch of different things on digital healthcare, I think that's also, when you have something like this where everybody's at home and people really can't go out too much, people need to adapt. And I think the healthcare industry is doing a very good job of that. I think revenues are going to be good. I think, people are really going to start paying for online healthcare and stuff like that. So just, between companies that are putting out COVID vaccines like Pfizer and Moderna, companies that are, doing testing like ABOT Laboratories, and then just things like Teladoc, IPOC. We're going to go through the specific ones that I'm currently looking at. But I just think the whole entire industry could be set up for higher prices, in my opinion. Let me raise the music a little bit. Alright, hopefully that's not too loud, but we got some vibes in here. 28 people in here. We're going to be looking through some healthcare stocks and why I think this sector is ready to go. I just talked about the fundamentals, and now we're going to be looking more into technicals of more specific stocks. The first one, Pfizer. I'm going to be looking at Pfizer, ABT, VIR, Moderna, Teladoc, IPOC, and CODX. So those are the ones I'm going to be showing you guys that I'm currently looking at. And this is a stream exclusive thing. What is up, Matey, Fab, Daniel, Rooster, K-Bar, John, appreciate it. Thank you for the 16 likes. But first one, Pfizer. Everybody in the world is talking about Pfizer right now. Oh, I forgot, Johnson & Johnson as well. Let me add that to the list. Johnson & Johnson is a trade setup. It broke out on Friday, so we definitely need to talk about J&J. But yeah, first one, Pfizer. It's at the $37 support, which used to be a resistance, and it was also once a support in January of 2019. Pfizer is a very old company. It's been known for a long time, and now they're really confirmed giving out vaccines and stuff like that. Of course, there are the issues with rollouts and a bunch of other side effects and stuff like that. So I think that is why the price has been dropping. But at the end of the day, they are supplying vaccines. They are getting money. It's around the golden retrace area. It's at $37 support on the daily. And then on the 4-hour, it's working on developing hidden bullish divergence. So currently I have some call options in Pfizer, not too much. I honestly should have gotten more because in the last 20 minutes of trading on Friday, Pfizer saw a lot of call options. The call options went up and stuff like that. So I think Pfizer could bounce off this level and it's really easy to manage your risk on Pfizer. Let's say you open a position right there. You want to take caution if it falls under 37. So 36.85 or something like that. And then a target, you're looking really 40.91 could be a target. And that will give you a 4 reward to risk. But yeah, that's Pfizer. Another one is ABT. We already have a trade set up on this. It was from Guy and Hat in the chat. And ABT is in an ascending triangle. It's up 2% since I posted the trade setup. There was classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour and hidden bullish divergence on the daily. It bounced off the demand line. I think ABT could be headed to higher prices. Again, it's not certainty, it's just probability, which is pretty much all technical analysis is. And yeah, I just think the chart looks good, and they just got approved, I guess, for their COVID rapid testing, where they're pretty much selling $25 home kits for COVID testing. So this is another biotech I'm looking at. I have some call options in ABT as well. In the last 20 minutes on Friday, the call options were flying on ABT. So we saw some option, flow coming in at the end of the day on Friday for healthcare pretty much. Another one is VIR. It is at the $30 support. Your next resistance is $33.50. If it can ever break above $33.50, every single time it's broken above $33.50, except for this one time right here in April, but 1, 2, 3, 4 different times when it got above $33.50 and went to about $41. You still have the 200-day moving average and stuff to, I guess, not worry about, but talk about. So yeah, I'm looking at VIR as well. There's not much of a pattern. You're just kind of in the demand line of a channel and not much divergence there. Moderna, they got approved for their vaccine as well. The news just broke a few days ago. I don't know how I feel about the technicals on this one. It just had a crazy run from $66 all the way up until 180 or something like that. There is some hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, which implies price continuation to the upside. And then you have a minor support at 130, but there's not much of a pattern here. So that's just another one. Really all you have is divergence. But again, the catalysts and the fundamentals matter more for that. Then Teladoc, just in the middle of this channel. Not much divergence on the 4-hour. You got a nice pin bar candle on December 16th, and it's been running ever since then. It also got above the 200-day moving average, and you kind of got another pin bar candle right here, even though that's not really where you want to see a pin bar. But yeah, these are your levels on Teladoc. Another one, and then IPOC, the hot SPAC right now. One, it's a SPAC, and the SPAC sector is very hot. It had a great close on Friday. Literally went from like 1060 on Friday all the way up to 1234. So IPOC, you know, there's not much of any pattern here. That is not a cup and handle. You do have a rounding bottom, and you did have a nice break of $11. You're also over $11.79. Your support at this point is $11.80, and then your resistances on IPOC are $12.48 and $13.14. I think there might be divergence on the 1-hour. Yeah, there is hidden bullish divergence on the 1-hour, but it could be argued that, you know, that's already played out. And then another one is CODX, Co-Diagnostics, had a really, really bad fall. It was literally $30, now it's $11, and it's just kind of in this broadening wedge right here, kind of a neutral pattern, but it is over the $10 support, and I do think that, you know, this could run. I don't know if this is the best one in terms of technicals, but I'm also looking at CODX, and then somebody said J&J, which is a trade setup. J&J broke out on Friday afternoon. I posted J&J, or we talked about J&J on stream a few weeks ago at 145. It's now 154, so it's up 6% since then. Broke out of the inverse head and shoulders, and it broke above the channel. So that's Johnson & Johnson. So yeah, I mean, looking at, you know, these, what was that, 8 different biotech, healthcare stocks or whatever, the technicals are pretty good, the fundamentals are there as well. So I do think Johnson & Johnson could, well, not even Johnson & Johnson. I'm looking mainly at Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, and ABT. Those are the top 3 that I'm looking at. And then, you know, the other ones I just talked about were VIR, Moderna, Teladoc, IPOC, and then CODX. So that is a stream exclusive for the people that are showing up on a Saturday. I'm only going to be talking about that more probably, you know, early Monday or something. But you guys got the heads up early, right? So now we could go back to Bitcoin. That was just like my little talk. It's in the title of what I think the next hawk sector will be. I think healthcare is really starting to warm up. I think we're going to see a lot of prices to the upside on many, but just remember, not on all. Because when you have a hot sector, there are going to be outperformers, right? So let's take a look back at Bitcoin, back over 24K. I mean, he has over the 2618, so Bitcoin could make a move up to 26,000, which is your 3618. You also have some hidden bullish divergence, and he broke out of this little wedge right here. There really isn't much resistance here. In terms of support, you're probably looking at like 23,600 or something like that on Bitcoin. So, I mean, again, obviously it had a crazy run. I don't know if this is the time to be buying, but just for those who did get in early and who are not FOMOing, I think there is definitely potential for even higher prices. Your next Fibonacci line is 26,000. There is no resistance until then. It's at all-time highs pretty much. It's about $300 shy of all-time highs currently. So we need one more like for 20 likes. Let's get to it. Who else is going live on a Saturday to talk about the stock market? I don't know, but I'm here trying to give as much information as possible. So yeah, that goes over Bitcoin, and then I just went over the healthcare sector. So those were what were in the title of the video. We kind of got that over.